You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey through a wondrous land of imagination. You've entered the Twilight Zone. We are definitely here in the middle of nowhere. Nobody to be seen for miles. Hello! Hello! Today we're here at the Lakeview Cemetery, here in Interlaken, New York, close to the Finger Lake area. And today we're here looking for Rod Serling, who's the narrator and creator of the Twilight Zone series. Let's go see if we can find him. Now, once you enter the gates of the Lakeview Cemetery, you want to make your way towards this little gothic looking office here up front. You can stop and read some of the regulations before you go find Rod Serling. And I just love this American Gothic looking house here. And once you get to this house, you want to take a right and go past this mausoleum right over here. So just keep going, just keep following this street until it dead ends in the back. And then you're going to take a left, and that's where you'll find the grave of Rod Serling. Now, once you're about halfway into the cemetery, look for this little mausoleum house in the center of the cemetery and follow the road all the way until it ends at this fence over here. And then turn left, and that's where you'll find the grave of Rod Serling. Rod Serling was born on Christmas Day, 1924, to a Jewish family in Syracuse, New York. After graduating from high school, Serling enlisted in the U.S. Army, becoming a paratrooper during World War II. But after injuring his knee and wrist, he was sent home with a Purple Heart. But unfortunately, also returning home to the devastating loss of his father, who died suddenly of a heart attack. In college, he began writing scripts for radio and television stations and quickly became one of the leading writers. But Serling grew tired of battling TV censorship and began to write, produce, and narrate his own show, the science fiction series, The Twilight Zone. And here's his grave, right here. Rodman Edward Serling, born Christmas Day 1924 in Syracuse, New York, and died June 28, 1975 in Rochester, New York, from complications during open heart surgery. He was only 50 years old. Now, unfortunately, Rod Serling smoked 4 to 5 packs of cigarettes a day while writing scripts 7 days a week, which definitely contributed to his heart problems. Love how they have the flags out for the veterans. He's buried here with his wife, Carolyn Serling, and his brother, Robert Serling, along with his late wife, Priscilla. Now, another marker you could look for is this gray house with the maroon shutters and maroon trim on it. And Rod Serling's grave is going to be right over here in front of that gray house. Next to this incredible tree. Over the course of his career, Serling wrote 252 scripts and won 6 Emmys. He also co-wrote the screenplay for Planet of the Apes. The Twilight Zone would even make its way into the Disney parks as the theming for the Tower of Terror ride, which was an elevator shaft ride gone wrong. Now, like I do with all the famous graves that I go to, I want to leave a few mementos here for Rodman Edward Serling, aka the creator and narrator of the Twilight Zone. I want to leave my YouTube magnet. Put that here in the corner. Now, I knew finding vintage mementos of the Twilight Zone from the 50s and 60s was going to be a challenge. But look at this incredible piece that my friend made from her Etsy store. She has an online store called Kate's Closet. It's the Twilight Zone TV enamel pin, which is the perfect memento to leave for Rod Serling here. So I'll leave a link to her Facebook or Etsy store in the description. I also want to leave this gremlin figure from my absolute favorite Twilight Zone episode called Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, which stars a very young William Shatner. He plays an airplane passenger who's known for having mental breakdowns, and he starts seeing this creature on the wing of the airplane. But whenever he tries to show somebody else, the creature's gone. But of course, at the end of the episode, you see them wheeling out William Shatner in a straitjacket, but then the camera pans over to the wing, and you see all of the damage on the wing from the creature. Such a great episode. And we'll put that guy right there. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Now, if you come to Interlaken, New York to pay your respects to Rod Serling and find my magnet, feel free to take it. But leave the enamel pin and gremlin for Rodman Edward Serling, also known as Rod Serling from the Twilight Zone. Alright, well, that's going to do it from here in Interlaken, New York. I just want to say, until we meet again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.